All right, guys, we are back for another episode, and you're gonna like this one. So if you remember, you don't remember. But had you remembered when I originally launched this podcast, I think 8 years ago, I only did a couple of episodes, and then I got, busy with my side quests. I had a wonderful guest on my podcast then, and I was like, there is no way I do my season 2 and I do not have her come back. And this will be a very interesting conversation because Madame has been busy. Grace, would you like to introduce yourself?
Ali, this is a pleasure to be on your podcast. Thank you very much. And I am very happy that we are on season 2 now.
Only 8 years, guys. Only 8 years. But yes, yes, we are.
First of all, I am here because you like reading.
Yes, Madame. That's very true. 100%.
Exactly. And this is what I'm doing. I am trying to sell reading. So we are a platform. We buy and sell pre-loved books. Our purpose is to encourage a lot more reading in a society where AI is dominating and social media is taking over. And we believe in authenticity. We believe in touching, feeling, smelling an actual book and read an actual book. This will connect you with the story that you are reading.
Excellent.
So this is what I do. My name is Grace, and I am the co-founder of Bookends.ae.
Lovely. So, the slogan that I always have, Grace is the personification of my slogan. Put the muscle in the hustle. And this lady has done it all. She has been hustling since I've known her, and that's been a while. Our kids have been friends since they were, grade 2 or something, or kindergarten, right?
3 years
3
old.
years, sorry, since 3.
3 years old, and now they are 18.
Mashallah, both have just finished high school and are off to college.
I can't believe that.
Finally.
Mine is still Mubti Bebe.
Yeah. Nice. So yes, I've known Grace for a very long time, and all the time, if there's one person that I will say has infinite energy, it's this young lady in front of me right here. And there is this constant thirst and quest for what's next, what's exciting, what can be done, what is here. I keep telling my students and all my friends that I talk to that, guys, please train your brains to look for opportunities. Ask yourself, why can't this be done? Or can this be done this way? Or something different? Grace walks in the door with opportunity. Everything she looks at, where's the opportunity? And it's a true mindset connecting with her vision. She sees it, and then her brain will start to interpret and put it together. So a bunch of years ago, and her co-founder is my lovely wife, Somia. So a bunch of years ago, the ladies, I'm giving her backstory a little bit. A bunch of years ago, the ladies started an initiative because they realized that our kids were running through books so quickly, and it was basically unaffordable and unsustainable to spend that much money. And then they were kind of like, okay, how can we sell these books or swap these books or different type of stuff? And then they went through different permutations of combinations, from tabletop models to engaging with schools and whatnot. And then I remember the early days. I've helped you guys lug around books also. But then there was a pause. We put a pause. And then there was a great opportunity by Shira. These are the incubators based out of Sharjah. The ladies entered the competition.
With no expectations.
And everybody who knows me, who's worked with me, you guys know I am a very, very difficult audience. Hands down, till today, the pitch they did in my living room prior to doing the actual pitch has been the textbook perfect pitch till now. I still refer to as an example. I tell everybody, and I'm like, guys, your pitch might be really, really good. It hasn't hit what Bookends did. That pitch was pitch perfect. And that honestly, that has not changed. So wonderful journey. You guys started, once you got your grant, you got some funding, you guys started your online platform, and then, you ran online for a while. But what I want to talk to you guys about, and this is why I want to kind of like focus a little bit about conversation, is the concept is great. The idea is great. And we have lots of data backing up how people want to go back to paper-based reading. every couple of months we see something new. Barnes and Noble is, I think, launching another 40 stores or something,
Yes.
with just in the news last week. Talk to me about, from a startup and a business perspective, the jump you made from going to a apartment warehouse in Sharjah, where you had books in the hallways, and I remember I wasn't even allowed in because I was knocking stuff over. Like the textbook bull in a china shop was me. Ali, stay outside. Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry. Let me go get the box. And you made that huge leap to your current store that you have in Silicon. Tell me about that decision. What was happening?
I would say that it is very important to listen to your customers. It was on a daily basis, someone texting or calling, asking, do you have a shop? We want to feel the book. We want to touch the book. We want to smell the book. So we thought of providing an experience of being surrounded by a book. And by the way, this is a dream of my childhood.
Oh, lovely.
And it was a time where the space where we were became very small for us. We needed to go to something that is a bit bigger. And we were looking everywhere. Sharjah was very expensive for us. We got the opportunity to have a look at the space where we are now. And they had the whole 4 shops. They agreed to what we want to do, because also what could be beneficial for us, the authorities or the landlord is not necessarily being flexible and accepting what we want to do, because those are shops.
Yes.
You have standard.
Yes.
So they accepted us to use 3 of those shops as storage and fulfillment center. And one of them, we prepared it to be a walk-in, proper experience, proper shop. And that was in 2023. And this is why and how we came to Dubai. We left Sharjah, though we are Sharjah born, but necessity has to make you take the decision. And we've been there since then.
That's lovely. How was, I remember I was with you. I was going to say, how was the build process? I was there. So I remember the setup and the building and logistics and licensing and paper. I remember it was a chaos. I think is the easiest way to explain it. Nonetheless, you guys, championed your way through, which was fantastic. And then finally the day comes to open the doors and customers start walking in. How did it feel to have, that first wave of customers walking in and browsing the shelves and looking at the books that you guys put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into getting ready?
To be honest, Ali, and it's still up to now, after so many years, the minute I walk in the morning, I switch on the light as if I'm stepping in for the first time.
Lovely.
The vibe that is in the shop, the colors, the lights, the shelves, the amount of books,
Yes.
it gives me an amazing vibe. I love it. And I remember the excitement that we had when we first started from the toy room that I have in my house.
I remember.
I had literally 4 shelves for my own books and my teaching material and the toys and everything else. And every time a shelf is filled, get excited. Share the picture with Sonia. Sonia, look, another shelf.
Yeah.
And now we have shelves and shelves and shelves and hundreds and thousands of books. And still that excitement is there. Now it is transformed into customers walking in. And every time someone says, oh my God, this is heaven.
Nice.
Oh my God, this is God sent. This is rewarding in a way that you cannot put value to it. It's such a beautiful thing.
I hear you 100%. Talking about the dream, I think I have 3 things that need to happen in the dream and, for my setup, and you've got one of it. So the first is a bookshop. The second is a cafe in the bookshop.
Oh, that is another dream.
I know, right? But for me, the third piece, me, the old man in the bookshop. That's the 3 that I need. No, the shop is gorgeous. You guys, if you have not gone to the shop, you have to go. I was super excited, not just to help out, but I finally had like a canvas to experiment my little harebrained design ideas, and the ladies were lovely enough to host me. Even in the course of opening the shop, I remember all of us were, I think, so much stressed, we kind of forgot to have fun.
Yeah.
I think only once things started to kind of settle down a little bit, and then we're like, "Oh, this is nice, this is nice." And I remember, I still do it now. I sit in the corner. You have a really nice little area, a little nook that you can sit, and book clubs come to meet there. I sometimes come and sit and work there. And I would always overhear customers walking in, talking to each other. I mean, I'm not the sort that eavesdrop, but I couldn't help. Right? And they were like, "Oh my God, look how cute this is. Oh, wow. Is that actually made of like pages from a book? Oh, wow. Look what this is. Oh my God." And this last one is my best one. I never, ever tire of hearing it. "Oh my God, look at this price." Because, you guys are a pre-loved book platform. Um, and a lot of your books actually have the original sticker price on it from wherever it was bought. Some with local bookshops in the country, some from outside because we have a lot of travelers. And then you have yours. And I have seen huge differences, 150 and 15, like huge
A lot
difference.
of those.
A lot of those. And then I love hearing the customers say, "Oh my God, look at this price, look at this price." But this is, I think, a labor of love. This is most definitely not the, unicorn, get quick rich, make $1 billion. This is truly, I think, passion first type of project. And I think this is where you have all my respect, where the whole world is chasing and 10xing and unicorning and all of this. You have a lot of respect for me. And what I'm getting to is, dear audience, the ladies were on Shark Tank. Tell me about Shark Tank.
What an experience. I have never thought they will not see the value in what we are offering. I considered all scenarios that who will fight to work with us. I have never considered that all 5 of them will say we are not interested.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was literally shocked, speechless, and in my mind thinking, how they cannot see what we are doing?
Yeah.
And I put this into how passionate I am towards what we are doing. But I don't put myself in their shoes.
Yes.
Because they are number driven. And this is the last thing I think of.
Yep. I remember it was tough. I met you ladies afterwards, and I could, the disappointment was obvious. And I remember having told both of you guys, but at that point you were just too excited to hear me. And I had told you, I'm like, "Guys, the numbers they care about are dollars. The numbers you care about is books. There's gonna be a gap." Of course.
How many people we make happy.
Oh, yes.
How many connections we build. And trust me, Ali, the one thing I'm so grateful and I love about Bookends is the amount of people I connect with on a daily basis, whether it is virtually over our platforms or the people who walk in to our store. Readers are beautiful souls.
Oh, 100%.
Very hardly to have someone who had a bad day or someone who is upset. It's really, I would say it's totally different than any other business I have encountered in my life. We hardly have difficult people. It's always supportive, encouraging, loving. It's amazing. And I love this about Bookends.
Oh, for sure. I think the community is unmatchable.
100%.
There is this ingrained camaraderie, brotherhood, family type of bond that it's just, "Oh, you're a reader, I'm a reader." Boom.
Exactly.
Bond create. We didn't even swap names yet, and the bond is created. And you will always hear, and again, the eavesdropping I love. You'll always hear like, "Oh my God, have you read this book? Wow, this is really good." Oh, like 20 minutes later, "Oh, by the way, what's your name?"
Yes.
And I'm like, wow.
It's so true.
Look at these conversations, these guys exploring, and it's so amazing. I know you guys host a lot of events at your location. A lot of different book clubs meet regularly there. I know a lot of people come just to sit and work because it's just like it's such a zen place.
It is.
You know, you're surrounded, like all the walls are surrounded by things you love. Everything is book, 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 book. It's beautiful.
And we should mention this very important point, Ali, is when we were hit with the floods.
Yes. So I was just gonna say that, you know, we had a few years ago, we had an insane
2 years ago.
2 years ago, yes, insane amount of rain, totally unprecedented, and then it was disastrous for a lot of people, a lot of businesses, a lot of people. They lost personal belongings. Businesses had a lot of trouble. I mean, the number of cars that were just kind of floating around. I mean, it was just a mess. It was a total mess. That was a difficult time. I remember this is a very difficult time. We were in Sharjah. The rains were happening. We're sitting at home. Somia started getting calls from different personnel that the water level is going up. It seems to be coming into the shop. We're not sure. And it was raining crazy outside. And Somia's like, we have to go. And then Somia's brother lives in Dubai. We're in Sharjah. She called him. Okay, meet me there. And at this point, the roads are jammed. There's crazy
I
rain
could
everywhere.
not leave my house to
Yes.
join you,
I
and
remember
I
that-
have a big car.
I always say that night. I remember you're like, I'll come too. Like, everybody, let's go. And
I could not leave.
you couldn't leave because it was just totally blocked. And then even for us, I was telling my son, okay, let's pack this. Let's keep this. We had no idea what to expect.
Exactly.
Man, my truck that day, I put it through its paces. We drove over sidewalks, under stuff, around stuff, in the dirt, on the rocks, on the road. Man, anyway, it took us almost 2 hours. That usually would be like 35 minutes.
Yes.
We got to the shop. I still have the video. And it was knee deep. We were walking into the shop knee deep. It was horrible, man. Like
No
books
electricity.
no electricity. Books were floating around. No electricity. Absolute disaster. Water was still pouring in. I didn't even know where to start and what to help with. So me and my son Abdullah were like, okay, whatever shelves that the water has not touched, let's at least try to move some of those books. I think we managed to save maybe, I don't know, 500, maybe 1,000, but it's impossible. And then, you know, tell me more about the fallout. How bad was it?
That day, I could not sleep. And next day, it was the sun out, as if nothing had happened. But the roads were still flooded. The shop was submerged with water. We were
Yes.
not even allowed to step in to just assess.
Yeah. I remember
Our
they closed it off
loss.
afterwards for safety.
Exactly. So 4 days for them to pump out the water. And imagine, I can see the disaster and there is nothing I can do. I could not even open the door. I could not even step. It wasn't allowed. And what I saw in that day was war.
Yeah. I remember walking in after they finally let us through. There was a lot of us there, and you couldn't, like, there wasn't a word. The silence was deafening because it was just such a hopeless situation.
It was a disaster.
It was a hopeless situation.
And all I could think of was the end of Bookends.
Yes.
I said, no way, we are not making money. Already we are in losses.
Yes.
And then how are we going to stand up again? Every penny we have is in that shop.
Yep.
And then the books are still available virtually on the website, but physically we don't have anything. We don't know what we have and what we don't have.
Yep.
So we had to close the website. And the minute, Ali, we are closed for further notice. And then we were showered with love. Guys, what do you need us to do? We don't know what we need.
It was beyond impressive. And this is a testament to what we just discussed about community. I remember I was standing next to Somia, Grace. All of us were there, and she, you know, everyone was devastated. I remember leaning over and I said, "Look, we built it once. We'll build it again.
We will build again.
Okay, we'll build it again." And we'll do it the same way we did, shelf by shelf, book by book. We'll do it. We'll figure it out. Because that's how, that's how you guys did it. And I was there for the whole journey. I helped with whatever I could. And I told Sumit, don't worry about it. You guys focus right now on cleanup. I'm not going to be helpful right here, right now. There's a lot happening in Sharjah. I'm getting my guys together. And you remember those days we were taking the truck and canoes and
helping people,
helping people and getting supplies. I said, I can't help with cleanup. Once you got all the cleanup done, then I'll come back and I'll help with the rebuild.
And we had a lot of help,
and
Ali.
This then because I wasn't there, right? And then someone's like, oh, we have these volunteers coming and this volunteers coming and those volunteers coming. I'm like, Somi, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Because in my head, it's only us.
Yes, exactly.
It's only us. And I told Abdullah, my son, I'm like, Abdullah, I don't care what's happening. Every single day you're going with mama. Every single day you're happy. Yes, Baba, yes, Baba, yes, Baba. And then someone's like, yeah, Abdullah's not coming today. Why? We have more volunteers than we know what to do with. I'm like, excuse me. And then she told me what you just said. The minute the website closed and you put a sign that, hey, we're basically in trouble. And I remember you updated your social stuff poured in. Support poured in. I remember very clearly, and I made a couple of trips just to see what's going on and help a little bit. Then I would in the evenings go back to Sharjah to help. But there were volunteers who were scanning the book because what's damaged we don't know. What's still left we don't know. So we can't open the website until there's a full inventory.
Exactly.
So the business logistics.
And how can you deal with 20,000 books?
The business logistics were insane. And I remember I'm like, ladies, just get the scanning done. I'll figure out how to update the data. We were all working together, but there were volunteers coming in.
Families.
I was just going to say families. Mom would be bringing
their
kids.
They brought their own laptops.
Oh, my goodness. It was beautiful. It was and a true testament. And then what a lot of the audience don't know, and even our the wonderful family of all of these wonderful buyers and sellers that we have on Bookends. Now, remember, guys, that their business model is selling on consignment.
Yes.
So you had, if I remember, 14,000 books lost. Was it the right number?
More than 14,000.
More than 14,000.
And all those books, they belong
to somebody.
Individuals.
Yes.
Or charity organizations that we are helping to monetize their book donation.
And I remember talking to my wife about it. And she goes, I don't know how we're going to pay them back. I'm like, listen, don't worry. Just tell them, be patient. Give us a few months. We'll pay you back. Don't worry. And I said, please start calling all of them once you start getting clarity on what has been damaged and what has been remaining. So you can tell them, look, for example, you had 20 books with us, 6 have been damaged. And again, in my mind, I'm like, no problem. Maybe I gotta, sell my bike or something and help the lady. Like this honestly, this is what I'm thinking, right? And then somebody's like, you know what happened? This guy called. I'm like, okay, I don't know the guy. Who are you talking about? Who is this? He's one of our sellers. I'm like, and? You know what he said? Any of my books that are damaged, forget about it. I'm like, what? And then he said, and by the way, you hold the balances until somebody claims the balance, right? For the books that were sold before. He says, he also said, how much balance do I have? And somebody's like, yeah, you have this many thousand balance with us. Also, this one, you can keep it.
Yes. And so many of those.
And then we had so many wonderful people even give us money also.
Yes.
And then the best
and we had someone who ordered,
oh my goodness,
big plastic boxes,
yes.
And we just saw the delivery coming in.
No, it was gorgeous. And then I remember for many months after, you guys ran a book donation campaign to help replenish the stock. My goodness.
Yeah.
Books were being rolled in on trolleys, and this is truly a testament to, and again, what you said, you guys are a people first business.
Yes.
And circling back for the purpose of me having this podcast is to talk to people about the startups, the ecosystem, the world we're in, but also to look a little bit past the money and understand that not every business's top directive should be money.
Absolutely. Right? I always say that. Do not be driven by numbers.
So, the social entrepreneurial aspect of what you ladies are doing is absolutely beautiful. The testament is in, the fact that you still have an absolutely gorgeous and wonderful store, and you're doing many, many wonderful things. And the community that you have built is absolutely phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, they're always shy to say this, but they are literally, have been and are the UAE's largest used pre-loved book platform. I'm gonna say in the Middle East also, because I don't know of anybody else, but 100% I know in the UAE they're the largest, and they've got the biggest heart, and they have the most cutest store. So it's a win-win-win. And side note, there's a coffee machine in the building that I in the
we
shop.
have a nice sponsor for that
Yes,
coffee machine.
that's sponsored by Big Ali over here. And anytime you pass by, if you heard this podcast, walk into the store and say, "I heard the podcast. Where's my free coffee?"
Exactly.
I got you. Grace, I want to first of all, shout out an appreciation to the Bookends family. It's they're not supporters, they're not customers or sellers. They're honestly their family. No one steps up like this, and this has truly been wonderful. And I know every time we talk about it, we go back and we still remember that pain. I still remember the 2 times I walked in that are like burned in my memory. The first was when I was wading through that water and I was making that video, and then we have a common group and I was going to send it on WhatsApp. And for a moment, I was like, how am I going to send this to Grace? It's breaking my heart standing in this. How am I going to send it? Then I was like, I have to. And it was a very heavy moment for me just to hit send on that video to send it to you. So, that was one heavy, heavy moment. And the second was, I think, the day before or 2 days before the garbage disposal guys came, and that 14,000+ books were piled outside the store.
Oh my God, that was heartbreaking.
I mean, I know we have pictures, and you were even featured in the newspaper with that picture, but the picture doesn't explain how big it was. Taller than I was.
Yeah, it was.
It was taller than I was. It was just, and I was just looking at it, I was like, oh my goodness, those millions and millions of pages, those beautiful, beautiful stories. But
and you know what hurts even more? We don't know where all those books have gone, but I cannot imagine elsewhere but the landfill, because they were full of water. 4 days in the water. There is no way they could have been saved.
No, impossible. I remember.
And the mosquitoes that we got after that. So it was unhealthy.
I remember long road to recovery. You had to redo your shelf systems. We had like plants growing out of one of the shelves. It's so funny.
Yes, we had fungus.
Yeah. So the water damage was layers and layers.
The wall behind those shelves.
Yes, I remember, and I told you guys, I'm like, guys, no, I don't trust. It's so funny. So I was like, oh, we have to get a cleaning company. I'm like, no. She goes, why? I'm like, I will clean it. She goes, why are you gonna come? Like, I don't trust. I don't trust a different company. I'm gonna treat it myself to my level of, my OCD level of cleanliness. So yeah, again, Abdullah, I remember, stepped up. That was a full day of cleanup, and every time we had to work, we had to shut down.
Yeah.
And as sad as I think we were, more so our customers were. It's really become a haven for customers, our family members, to come and hang out, to come and visit, to come and browse. You guys are doing tens of thousands of books on your platform, in your store. They're doing wonderful things. I want to now talk a little bit on the growth side. I know this was a heavy incident you guys went through. You guys have something very funny. I still feel it's funny. These unmanned shelves. What is this? Explain.
We believe that every person should be privileged to get a book. And to do that, and to encourage more reading, you need to have books everywhere you go. So we approach different coffee shops, restaurants, and hotels, and few small businesses. And we told them, we are going to put our books with you guys based on honesty is going to be operated.
Okay.
No one is watching.
Yeah.
No one is monitoring. And it is working.
Wait a second.
There is
Let me understand this. So there's a shelf somewhere.
Yes.
That's open.
Correct.
And I can go and take a book.
Exactly.
And you won't know if I run away with it.
Absolutely.
And how do I pay?
There is a unique QR code.
I just scan it. I see the price on the back.
You scan it, and the beauty is more honesty in this operation. You scan that QR code and you enter the amount.
I enter the amount.
Yes. So if you are buying one book of 10 dirham, you put 10. If you're buying 4 books of 30 dirham, you put 30. So you can put 3 dirham. Pretend that you paid and walk away.
Wow.
And guess what, Ali?
I was just about to say, How's that working out?
Readers
Yes.
are honest. There is no way
I love this.
they will walk away without paying. And thieves are not interested in books. They don't read.
I love
And
this.
you know, we have an
I love this.
incident in a
Yeah.
location in Abu Dhabi
Yeah.
because our sticker has got our website
Yeah.
and everything is on the website, our name, our location, our phone number, our social, everything. So we had once a WhatsApp message from a visitor.
Yeah.
She's not even living in the UAE.
Oh,
She's
okay.
a visitor
Visitor to UAE.
staying in a hotel in Abu Dhabi who was trying to pay for 2 books that she was buying.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she was scanning a wrong QR code or
Okay.
something like that. So she texted us to say, guys, can you send me a payment link?
Wow.
Because I took those 2 books and I couldn't pay. I want to pay you. Can you imagine?
Wow. Wow.
How can you tell me I can give up on Bookends?
Man, this is serious. This, I have not seen this anywhere.
It's so beautiful.
This is beautiful. How many locations for these Unmanned do you have now? About
So far, 20.
20 locations. Excellent, excellent. So audience, you can definitely go to Bookends.ae. There's a button there that'll show you all of their locations of the Unmanned shelves. Visit, and like Grace said,
Wherever you are in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, or Sharjah,
you got something.
where
there.
you are located, check around you.
Amazing.
If you have us next to you.
Amazing. I love this. When is the next store coming? So now I'm pushing on the expansion side.
I wish.
Mm-hmm.
We are not making any money, Ali.
Okay.
However, I would like to use your platform
Yes.
to call out on someone who is interested in investing
I love it.
and a small amount of money. We're not talking about millions. Small amount of money. And there are few ways. Either you take the name, we are happy to provide the name, the know-how, the expertise
Like
that
franchise.
we have, franchising,
Mm-hmm.
and you can open your store in any of the Emirates
Nice.
because we are not everywhere, and this is something I would love
Right.
to see. But we have customers everywhere.
Amazing.
Or if you are a coffee shop or you would like to be involved in a F&B on a light level, like a small coffee shop, we would love to partner with you.
Amazing.
You do your expertise in F&B and we do our expertise in books, and we do it as a partnership.
Amazing. And if someone has an amazing location that they feel that they can host an unmanned shelf, also
we
reach
can
out.
have this, please reach out. We can have this ready in a week time. And as long as you have the shelves,
Yeah.
you can get the books and we are off.
I love this. I love this. This is great. So people, you heard it here. Reach out. You can reach out directly to Grace. I'll obviously have all the little socials and links and whatnot posted. It's truly, part of my philosophy that I try to instill on everyone I talk to who's interested in doing something with their life. I tell them everything needs to follow passion, purpose, path. And you guys are, the poster child for passion, purpose, path. And you guys have done a absolutely phenomenal job. So anyone who's interested to help them expand directly or via franchising or unmanned shelves or any other things, I think that would be a great idea.
And it will help us to stand up on our feet, because until now, Ali, we are not on our feet at all. Our expenses are hiking. Our rent is doubled since we started. And every 1,000 dirham extra that we are paying is costing us at least the need to sell at least 500 books on a monthly basis. And we are not there yet.
All right. Community, you heard it. Let's get hustling. Let's help them out. And let's keep the passion for reading alive. They're a fantastic platform. The thing that I love most is that they started with a need that they had for themselves, was, just to kind of cycle books through because the kids were outgrowing them. Do the same. You can sign up as sellers. You can move your books. You can use the store credit to buy stuff. I think these are all fantastic initiatives. And, the platform, like Grace said, it's built for the people. And this is literally why they have put so much heart into it. And I think there's a lot to be said for the value that's behind it. I know that even at the governmental level, the UAE has been pushing literacy, has been pushing reading.
True.
And this all falls also under that umbrella to support the countrywide initiative also. So
We
these are
would love to
yes.
partner with the government initiatives because we add value to their offering and we can bring our expertise on the table. So if you have
Yep.
any connections on the government level,
Excellent.
please, we are ready. We would love to open that channel.
There you go. And also schools, by the way, guys. So these guys do work with a lot of schools, all different sizes to help them set up. I've seen them work with hotels also to help them get, like a lot of hotels want to have a small in-house library for themselves. They're very, very well networked within this whole entire community. Another amazing thing that, I mean, there's so many that I wish I had more time on the podcast. So I'm just trying to like cherry pick what I think are the very amazing highlights. They also have a very vibrant and supportive community of UAE-based authors.
Absolutely.
So they host book launches. You know,
Yes.
Bookends is hosting reading things. They have a dedicated area in the shop for all the local authors, UAE-based authors. I have one of my books there also. You know, shameless plug, Understanding ADHD, shameless plug. And it's just so nice. I have a very good friend of mine. She's based out of Canada. She's writing her book. She's targeting to have it finished and published and ready by December. I told her that I will speak to Grace and Somi at Bookends, and she can host her Middle East book launch at the store.
Oh, it will be amazing.
And she's in love with the concept and the idea. I've sent her videos of the store many times.
Right.
So she's an active follower, and they're doing really cool stuff. I know you guys have an amazing loyalty program. You just launched an app for it. So I think it's 6 books, and the 7th one is on you guys, something like that.
And they choose whatever they want.
And they choose. I love it. I love this trust. This trust-based economy just blows my mind. I love this. You have amazing stuff. We're already working, you and me, together on an app for people to manage their home libraries. We have the Apple version already released. Android, I think, is coming up in a few weeks. Maybe by the time this podcast is out, it might be available. You'll definitely see me talking on their socials to launch that guy in a little bit more detail. So lots of cool stuff coming up. Last thing, and this thing I think is, I don't remember which one of us kind of thought of utilizing this concept. And it wasn't originally our concept. I think it popped up on a TikTok or somewhere. But what surprised me is how well it's taken off. And I know when these ladies launch stuff, because I'm kind of like their go-to contractor. Ali, can you build us this wonky looking shelf? Sure, I specialize in wonky shelves. So I remember I took a kitchen countertop, and then I put small shelves on it, and then we leaned it against the wall. And on this one, on the very top, it says "Blind Date with a Book." All the books are in a brown wrapper with a couple of words on it. Explain the concept, please.
This is a very popular feature we have in the store. If you are not sure what you want to read next, you read those teasers that are on the wrapping of those books. We don't even know what's inside, because after we wrap them and we write those teasers, we don't keep the titles, so we don't even remember what's inside. So if it connects with you, it's a surprise.
Nice.
And it won't go wrong because we are a marketplace.
Yes.
So if you have read this book before or you don't like it, you have the choice to bring it back and become a seller with us.
That's
if
so
you
nice.
are not already on the platform.
But I've also seen so many people buy it as a gift to give somebody. Like,
exactly.
It's like already pre-wrapped. How cool.
Exactly. And it is only 30 dirham. What can you buy that is meaningful for only 30 dirham?
I think that's amazing. So this blind date with a book concept, I remember building the shelf for the ladies, and then we did the wrappings, and I remember I even filled in some of the little word 4, 5, 8 words that we write on the brown paper, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if this will be like, well, what's the loss? It's just one shelf that I made. We can always put something else on it, right? And then the next thing you know,
very popular.
And the next thing you know, I'm like, Somia's coming home. My wife's coming home with a roll of brown paper and a stack of books. I'm like, what's this for? Oh, you ran out? we have to wrap more books.
Yes.
I'm like, we just put them yesterday. She goes, yeah, we ran out. So I know this is very popular with you guys. And similarly, I also love how you have truly created a themed market space around not just books, but the reading community. So I know you guys have one shelf has all these tiny little handmade knickknacks like bookmarks and whatnot. Then some you guys have made, some you have community people have made to sell. And all of those things are just so nice that you're able to bring and connect community. So I think that's absolutely wonderful. So before we wrap up, last piece. Someone who is looking to get started on their own on a venture. We're going to not do the 9 to 5 job. We're going to take a risk. We're going to take that leap. What advice would you have for them?
The first advice I would say, you have to find a solution to a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So you can stand out and you have a meaningful idea that you are bringing on the table. And the second point is, never think of, I want to do something just to make money. You will fail successfully.
I like that. You will fail successfully.
Yes.
You will be successful at failure.
Yes.
I think that's 100% correct. I 100% agree with you. Going back to what I said, passion, purpose, path is very important. And before you venture off into anything, take time to reflect. Where is the value that you are going to put? And where is the value that your venture is going to create?
Exactly.
If your venture does not create value beyond money, think about it. Think about it.
Don't get me wrong. Money is very important.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Because you need to thrive. You need to continue with the business.
You need to grow.
You need to grow. You need to provide to the employees and all of that. You need to have revenues. I'm not saying no. But what I'm saying is, do not think I want to become millionaire from the first month I open my business or the first year I open my business. We are 5 years old and until now we are barely making break even.
Yes.
Barely. And Sobia and myself, we are the free labor in the business since we started. So here you go.
Yeah. Well, great advice. Thank you very much, Grace, for taking the time to come to my little pod of my podcast studio. Always great to have conversations with you. And as usual, pre-podcast, we talked a lot more and started a lot later, but it's okay. Everybody who's listening, I'll put all the contacts and links for Bookends. If you are based in the UAE, give them a visit. They have a gorgeous store. They have a fantastic collection. They have hundreds of books being added to the system every hour because they have a full team that's literally just adding books all the time, and books are selling all the time. So if you do go to their website and you don't find a book that you're looking for, they have a little wish list option that will ping you when it's available. But other than that, just keep checking on a regular basis. If you don't feel like paying for shipping because you're wheeling and dealing, no problem. They can select an option for pickup in person.
And you can come collect it from the store.
Exactly. Come collect it from the store. Have a sit down in the store, chill, relax, enjoy the vibes. And again, Grace, thank you so much. And
one last thing before we say goodbye.
Yes, ma'am.
Please remember, when you think of a book, think Bookends first.
Mic drop. And that's Bookends.ae. Thank you so much, Grace.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.